You're still standing strong. You're realizing and you are strategizing on what to do next now that the country said no to Vice President Harris. I know a lot of y'all feel very free this morning, like you can soar to new heights because you realize when you unbutton that cape, that I'ma save everybody, even if it hurts me, I'ma be the savior and the serial hero black woman trope. When you took that cape off that next morning, well, your neck felt better, didn't it? Because every time you saw those polls and who voted in those polls, and those polls showed you that the people that you've been fighting along with ain't been fighting with you. Boy, now I can fly. I can do anything now because no longer holding on the weights of other people's pressures. I'm no longer rocking anybody else's baby. Only babies I'm concerned are the ones that are in my community. And I encourage you to don't give up. Don't feel defeated. Continue to strategize. Empower yourself. Be empowered by the words of Vice President Harris. And know that this too shall pass. Hey, we have been built for this. Thank our ancestors and thank mostly the Lord for giving us the strength to keep our sanity. Moving forward, keep that cape in the trash. Let them take it out to the landfill. Do not feel pressured. Don't let that spirit in us rise up to want to defend other groups that do not defend you, that do not align with your morals and your beliefs in equality, and let them go. You are a part of a silent military. Don't concern yourself with Project 2025. No, don't concern yourself with Project 2025. The real project you need to be concerned about is black women no longer care. And we are advocating for ourselves now. And so, however the balance of justice comes to be for people outside of who we are, our own women, we no longer care. Because that's been a burden that we've carried silently while nobody else cared, while everybody throws these jabs and punches and finds it to be comic relief to make fun of black women and yet profit off of the very thing that you make fun of. And we never say anything. We tuck it in our pockets. We heal our wounds and we move on. We don't have mental psychiatric breakdowns. What we do is, while we are trying to heal our own wounds, we're trying to help somebody else heal their wounds too. With no trophies. We don't take home trophies. That's a rarity. We don't take home trophies. We already know where we won't take home a trophy. And yet we still rise. Have the spirit of equality, inclusion, to understand that women can do an equally great job just as their male counterparts can. And that as black women, we are oftentimes forced to do what we have to do, even though other groups of women wouldn't even know where to begin. We've always had that role in this country. And so for the first time, being so close, America could have said, I believe that this nation can move forward if I place this woman into the seat of leadership. But no. It's loud and clear by that map that was bleeding red on November 5th. We heard you. We heard you. We got the message. We got the memo. We got the memo. Black women got the memo. And so now I'm not worried about Project 2025. I'm worried about Project Black Women That Don't Give Up. Because see, when that happens, this whole machine that's operating comes to a halt. Because the real tea is this. A lot of these backdoor business agreements, a lot of the money that supports America comes from the black woman dollar. Unfortunately, we don't really have a large stake in ownership of anything. And because of that, it's easy for those dollars that we earn to be released into other communities. But when we get on code with each other and we understand that those dynamics of our dollars help to fuel and run this economy and the economies around the world, maybe you're going to hear us next time. Maybe putting a black woman in office, a woman of color in office, maybe that might not be too far-fetched of an idea. Because you're going to feel it. And I hope America feels it. Black women have always been their own military. All around the world. And especially here in America. Black women, we have been our own military. We have been our own military. Even when we turn on social media, even when we read about and hear about our black male counterparts that openly make caricatures of us. They go and find weaves and wigs and bad dresses, and they present to the world the new blackface. And then they turn around and tell us we're too masculine as they wear the dress. And we won't submit to the masculinity that's posing as a woman in a dress. Yeah. Never mind marrying her, but I find pleasure in giving her children that I am not going to provide for her. And then to add insult to the injury, I don't take you down to the courthouse and give you a marriage certificate. Instead, 30 to 45 days later, her family has to pick up her death certificate because she died of your domestic violence. All that changes today. That change is moving forward. I encourage you, black women, to stay strong, stay resilient, keep that beautiful smile on your face, continue to create culture, continue to be just as brilliant and smart and abundantly brave as you are. There is nothing like you in the world, nor will there ever be. Continue to age beautifully and slowly.